So we are going to do a glass change on the Morso Squirrel door. The tools which we use, a little wire brush, vice grips, flathead screwdriver, hammers, scissors, WD-40, and then we have our replacement glass and some new rope. So apply a bit of WD-40 to the screws. I don't really need them on that top one, but I've done it now. Hammer. Now you think hammer and glass, that doesn't really go together, but you know what? Just slide it along. Glass is already broken on this anyway. But just slide it along. And eventually, just side to side, it'll pop out, like so. That then allows these clips to move out the way. Allows us then to wiggle out the glass from underneath. Take the glass out, both sides. Probably have some better gloves than these when you're handling glass. Take this off. Move these clips out the way. Okay, get the vice grips on the back. You want to stay well away from the glass. Okay, well away from the glass, and tight, and then you'll wiggle, 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 wiggle. Patience, patience. Bit of WD if required, but just wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it, and it will eventually release, and then you just turn that out the way with the vice grips. Okay, so that one came out really, really easy. So we'll clean out this channel. Excuse my singing. Okay, and it's going to hoover out the channel. Okay, flathead screwdriver, if there's any. Just make sure you get anything. That wire brush on it again. Okay, now flat rope. Flat rope. Do it in one long strip. Start it in a corner. Peel off the self-adhesive back. Push that right into the corner, and just feed that around. I find it easiest to twist the door around, but the other way works for you. Okay. Okay. Making sure that's sticking as it goes round. It is going to be held in place by the glass and the clips, but let's hold that down like so. When it comes to the edge, just make sure you leave plenty so this will butt up. Put those two bits of rope meeting. Okay, that one with. And then you get the glass, offer that back up. And what you'll quite often find, because we put in new rope, you quite often find that this clip now is going to be sitting too low and it's not going to go on there. So what we'll do, we're going to, instead of trying to undo these screws, you can try. I really wouldn't bother, because more often than not, they'll just round off. You just get the long handle screwdriver, and we'll just get that underneath. Get the hammer if you want to assist, and just tap that gently underneath, and raise. Excuse me. Get that screwdriver underneath, twist the handle of the screwdriver, that'll then lift up that clip nicely. Okay, we'll do the same on the other side. I can see that it's going to be sitting too low. Now, this process can be a little bit backwards and forwards, because you might lift it too high. That's fine. You can just hammer it back down again. But you got to start somewhere. So lift that up. Okay. Drop that in. Okay. See, I've gone too high with that one, and I've gone too high with that one. So take the glass out of the way when you're doing this. If it slips, obviously you don't break your glass. Put it over this area where we can get pushed down, and just push that down a little bit more. And I've probably gone too far now. That's what I would say. It's just a little bit backwards and forwards yet, and it's still not enough on that. Okay, push that back down again. I'll flip back up. That feels a lot better. There we go. There we go. That's better. You don't need to go too stupidly tight because we've got to allow for. There we go. We've got to allow for heat expansion. So then we turn these top ones back round again. The clip goes underneath this. Goes underneath. Sorry, on top of. So the clip goes underneath, that goes on top, okay? Quite often we see them the wrong way around. It doesn't hold it in place properly. This is how they're meant to go on. And with a little bit of a persuasion, keep the clip in place. So it's going to hold that glass. Tap that back in one side, tap it back in the other side. Okay, give it a bit of a tap, make sure it's all nice and in place. And that's that.